was a time so long ago, love with every sea feels just like a dream. There was a time, a gentle hand, gone for centuries, but she's still with me. The ruined king, a feeble man, the sword to take because he can. I had no choice but watch her fade away. So death to the king. Your love is suffocating. You can't control everything. Bring death to the king. I sat and watched as he consumed. Call it what you will, I call it smothering. A toxic love, she paid the price. Lifeless in his arms, lifeless thread and yarn. Death to the king. Your love is suffocating. You can't control everything. Bring death to the king. Death to the king.
I loved her deeply to the
But your
end.
delusion has no
You
bounds.
simply cannot comprehend.
That you're a madman with a crown.
I'd rather paint the world in black.
Your pages cannot change the fact there is no way to bring her back. The spark of life, we lost her both. So you went to war, but the blame was yours. Your time of rule is at an end. Time to set her free, but keep the memories. The ruined king, a feeble man, you only take because you can. I had no choice but
Konnichiwa, Minagawa. It is Miyagawa Katsueki, and I am your furry Vtuber representative, and this is Elden Ring, Shadow of the ERDTREE. I don't know how this is going to go today, but I made my way through the... what is this place called? The lava tube injection chamber place. It turns out you don't really have to fight the golems, it's not really worth it to do so. Unless you're farming for somber smithing stones, but those are all over the place and you don't need to kill the golems to get it. So fuck the golems. I think there's a weapon in here. I think it's a colossal weapon. Ouch. Ancient dragon smithing stone. Okay, so that's the final one that you need to upgrade the legendary weapons. I don't know like what it requires. Let me see if I can find it. Strength 39. And my strength is 35. So I would need 4 levels to wield this. Skills with strength, dexterity, intelligence, and faith. Alright, Mayor, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so I'm not even going to acknowledge it. But hello, how are you doing? Close weapon strike. Mayor, I haven't played that game in like over half a year. Do you think I remember who the fuck Myers is? Who even is that? The President of America. Oh, the lady that you had to rescue. And then she fucked you over like everyone else does. So now here's the thing. Do I want to do another... Do I want to visit Renala again? Well, let me... Okay. How should I... And how much does it weigh, first of all? 22. 22. And my katana weighs 9. So that would put me 52, 75%. 25%. What is 92? I could take more out of dexterity. Because I want to keep endurance where it is. Dexterity would be the thing to go. But let me see. Because you start getting overburdened at 75% of your carrying capacity. Well, I can just see like what it would be if I replace it with the anvil hammer. Oh, it would just put me... Okay, I would still be at medium load. Yeah. But I can't use it effectively because I need more strength. But I just wanted to see like how my equip load would be. But if I two-hand it... So I would be able to two-hand this and not worry about because you can... Have I tried dual-wielding swords? No, I actually haven't. What's the... Okay. should try using Jerry. Oh yeah, I forgot my jellyfish. The jellyfish has a lot of health for some reason. It's a good. It's a good. It's a good bullet sponge. But I don't know. Like if it would last. If it would last a long enough time against Rolana to be worth it. I don't know. I kind of want to respec for this. Because I want to get as much damage out of it as possible. Dual wielding negates the need for... But I don't know. Yeah, let's get unbirthed by Mama again. I wonder if Rolana and Renala have any connection to each other. Or if it is just pure coincidence that their names sound remarkably similar. Hi, Mama. Stick me in your vagina again, please. Thank you. Okay, vigor stays where it is. Strength needs to be 29? It's a FromSoft game. They're most likely related. 39. Mind stays where it is. Endurance stays where it is. Dexterity can be 34. Oh wait, that sounds some bonus. What's the character in media which had potential but was stuck in something shitty? Like poor writing? Or like the story was like cut too short? That's actually a very good question. The first thing that comes to my mind, actually, and maybe this might be a bit of a deep cut, is Tasha Yar from Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's a deep cut, but it's kind of well accepted that she got a bad hand because she was the weapons specialist, I think. She was the... Ward took over her role when she died in the series. But the actress herself, she wanted to die because she didn't think like her character was going anywhere. So she just didn't like what her character was in the show. So she was like, "Hey, I want out of this." So they killed her in like the most pointless way possible in the show. But the sad part is, if she had like stuck around for like 1 or 2 more seasons, she would have gotten more development. But thankfully, like she got some cameo roles like later on in the series, and her character got more development, but she never got back on the Enterprise, which is sad. But yeah, the bad guy in Pirates of the Caribbean 5, that was Capitan Chival. I believe his name was. He was he was Anton Chigurh, the actor in No Country for Old Men. What was his real name? I cannot remember what his real name is, but he's played a lot of good characters. He wasn't actually a bad guy. He wanted to kill pirates. I mean, Salazar. Was it Salazar? Capitan Salazar. I thought it was Cheval. Anyway. But yeah, he was... I don't know. He didn't so much want to kill pirates. He had like a vendetta against Jack Sparrow. Against Jack Sparrow for tricking him with the compass. I just want to put it into dexterity, or put it straight into strength. Putting it all into strength would make the weapon stronger. He almost killed all the pirates. Jack's ship was the last. Yeah, that whole... I didn't like that movie like at all. Not just because of that, because it retconned like almost everything else that happened beforehand in Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, first of all, how Jack got the compass in the first place. Like, it wasn't Tiadama, no. Like, the captain he was under had the compass, and Jack just inherited it. Story wasn't great, but Salazar had potential. Yeah, not if it was in that movie, though. I think I'll go with this. Thanks for putting me in your vagina, mommy. Okay, so let's head back to the Shadow Realm. But do we want to go back to Renala? Or do we want to go, like, elsewhere? Relana. Let's go elsewhere. Jack's ship in the Flasher was actually the Black Pearl before it was Brandon's ship of the British. Oh, I didn't catch on to that when I saw it in the theaters. Oh, that makes it even worse. Or I guess okay, so not worse. Because he could have made a deal with Davy Jones, because he was pretty young in that flashback. So he could have, like, the ship could have been sunk, and then he went to Davy Jones to make a deal and bring the Pearl back from the depths, and he got his old ship back. So man, that whole movie had potential. But then why did they have to change how Jack got the compass? Behold Fortnite, fuck you. First off, fire, and then I want to go home. Why is it always scorpions? Yeah, this is great for crushing scorpions. I don't know if it's great for fighting twin moonblade knights. Twin moon knights. Twin sword moon knights. The ship was sunk because Jack freed the 100 slaves the British hired him to take. The British burned his ship and Jack was sent to drown. Jones finds them and Jack makes the deal. The ship is raised and renamed the Black Pearl. So man, in America, the movie was called Dead Men. No, it wasn't Dead Men Tell No Tales. Was it Dead Men No Tell No Tales was the fourth one? Wasn't it? No. What was the fourth movie? I think the fifth movie was Dead Men Tell No Tales. But it definitely wasn't called Salazar's Revenge. Stranger Ties, okay. Yeah, the fifth movie was called Dead Men Tell No Tales. I guess in America, we had there was like a theme of naming it after lines from Treasure Island. They wanted to keep up the tradition. But Treasure Island is a British story, isn't it? Or maybe, actually, Treasure Island might be an American story. I'm not sure. Spirit Ash, okay. I wonder why change the name. Treasure Island is well known in both the Americas and in Europe. It's British, it's not British. It was made by a Scotsman, so it is British. Scotland is a part of Great Britain, Mayor. Great Britain is England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. How did you jump over me? It may be an insult, but it's the truth. Now, Scottish people are not English. They're not English. It's a different country, but they are British. They may not like to hear it, but they are British. Just as much as the Welsh are. Skitter, skitter, skitter. I didn't even level this thing up. Be wary of surprise attack. Be wary of right. Aha! My comrades in arms warned me about you! Wow. Dang. This is a pretty decent weapon. I didn't level it up at all. It's still just level 1. Wonder what it's gonna what it'll be like if I add some somber smithing stones to it. Misfortune I had. Budarat! Tower settlement. Songbird. Oh, Songbird. Songbird with the G, Mayor. You guys invented the language. Use it properly. We refuse. This is why we declared independence from you. Liar ahead. Never once, not once, have I ever found a real illusory wall. Apparently there is one in this game. Somewhere, not in the DLC, but like somewhere in the wide world of the realms between, the lands between, there is an illusory wall somewhere, just one. And I have no fucking clue where it is. And there's a crazy man with a machete. Another character with basic potential is Finn from Star Wars. Yes! Yes, I agree wholeheartedly on that. I agree very much with that. It seemed like he was going places. He was going places in the first one, in episode 7. But then like in 8 and 9, especially in 8, it just like it went nowhere at all. Star Wars fucked them over because China is racist. They didn't want to lose money. I don't think that was it. I think the people that were in charge of Star Wars at the time, well, namely, what was his name? Ryan something. The director of the 8th movie. I think he was just very cynical about Star Wars. And he thought the rest of the Star Wars audience was too. So that turned out to not be the case. Because of what you said, what the fuck was that? If what you said was true, they wouldn't have put Finn in the movie in the first place. You don't have the right ahead, no jumping ahead. How did you die? Oh, is it not actually a ladder? China Post has removed Finn? Snake. They don't even have black people in China to be racist about. Why would they even bother? Black Panther posters match T'Challa. Unlike the unmasked version we know. Why bother? Black people aren't even a thing in China. Why would they be racist? I'm using this to hate black people. I guess we hate what we do not understand. Son of a bitch. It's gonna censor him out of the entire movie, huh? Oh! Oh, you're the bastards, huh? Hold on. I have to deal with these people. Oh, jeez. Chinese government all sorts of fucked up. Yeah, I agree. And the worst part is the government makes it look like all Chinese people think the way they do. Like at least in America, we're allowed to speak up against our government without too much fear of repercussion. But the Chinese, if they speak up, they get censored hard. And so when you go online and look at Chinese comments about a situation, it looks like, oh, all the Chinese people think like their government does. Yeah, one China policy and all that. But it turns out that might not be the case. They just don't want to get arrested. And the government aren't affiliated with your views. Well, it depends on what part of the government, but yes. In most cases, the racism is your own here in America. Ouch. I need to kill you. I don't think I have enough time. First off, right? I don't need to be over here. Jesus. Racism is passed on eventually get to the point where racist parents are ignored by their kids. It'll just be the idiots who are racist. Well, we're kind of approaching that. It gets better with each generation. It used to be a lot worse. I don't think it'll ever go away completely, but it will get better. Gen Alpha's brain rot will destroy racism. cartoon for the 15-year-olds. Hey, Jacob. Can I hit them from here? Ooh! Yes, I can. Okay. This is the bluntest of blunt instruments. Okay. Another character to believe deserved better was Mephiles from Sonic 06. That game was so bad, yet he's so cool. Yes! Oh my god, I love Mephiles. I love Mephistopheles. Like, low-key, okay, I will tell you. That scene in the final story with, Memphis, Tennessee. That scene in the final story, which is like right after Shadow's story, where he takes off his rings and just destroys all the Mephiles clones. When Mephiles comes back in the final story, and he hold on. And you see him revive with his head comes back and his body like twists around behind him. That is such a cool shot. That is a better scene than that game deserved to have. I love that shot so much. Way better than the human dipshit using the power of love to revive Sonic's the Hedgehog. But you know, like, the story of Sonic 06 is not that bad. It's just the game. The game around the story is really bad. So it just seems worse than it is. But if you just watch the cutscenes without playing the game, the story is actually pretty good. It would have been a better game if I hadn't been rushed to meet an anniversary deadline. Like watching the fan dub? No, not the fan dub. Not the parody, but like the actual story of the game that came with it. If you just watch those cutscenes, the story is actually pretty good. I mean, for a Sonic game, of course, but it's still a decent story. Minus some of the Elise parts. hate these guys. The rush game is forever bad. Beware of ambush, thank you. But my favorite Nintendo quote, and one that I live by, is Reggie Fils-Aime's, "If it's not fun, why bother?" And to me, it's really just as simple as that. If a game isn't fun, then why are you playing it? Why would anyone play a game that's not fun? This is just pure enjoyment. If you're not having fun doing it, then it's like the ultimate waste of time. Games are meant to be entertainment. Could be applied to Sonic 06. It can be applied to anything, to any game. You should always be having fun when you're playing a game, or at least be entertained in some way. This dude really just came rolling up out of the waterfall. Some people seem to enjoy games that are made to not be fun to play. Okay, so it can be amended. If it's not enjoyable, why bother? You should be getting some kind of enjoyment out of the experience. I think I should say. It should be rewarding in some way, whether it be fun, or you get some kind of catharsis, or like you need to be getting something out of it. If you're playing something and you just feel bad the whole way through, then it was truly a worthless experience. I'm gonna stop you right there, Mayor. I haven't seen any of the Transformers movies, except for the Bumblebee spinoff. Is there anything else? Oh, up here. Oh, well, there's dinosaur robots. I watched two and it was so bad, it made me swear them off. I never watched Transformers as a kid, So I didn't really see a reason to watch the movie, watch the Michael Bay movies, since I truly had no connection to them whatsoever. And it wasn't like I was gonna be, hey, let me start getting into Transformers now. I'm actually going to head back to the lands between and go to the Round Table Hold. Talk to Master Hugh about upgrading this fiery hammer. Since I have a few souls to spare.
I took you for no matter its layout, you're up.
Let's see. First three are great and a good narrative. The next three were awful. Bumblebee and the latest one with Unicron were good. Second one was so badly paced, felt like a longer movie than it actually was. It's actually shorter than the first. Yeah, bad movies can make it feel like they're longer. Oh, I don't have a number 1 somber smithing stone. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need a 9. 2 also has some weird racism. Now that part I do know about. The black-coated robots. Yeah, that wasn't a good look. I wonder if the maidens have somber smithing stones, or if I have to go to Renala's giant, Lady Ronnie's giant. I do know what Unicron is. It's the planet. Somber Smithing Stone 9. Okay, so I do have to go to the giant. Let's see where is Ronnie's Tower? EG. Darth Nihilus and Star Wars is better because you're gonna need to be a planet to consume other planets.
Greetings, my fellow. How can I help?
Oh, I forget. I don't need to go to... I can just come to you and upgrade my shit. So now I need a number 9, which I can go to. I can head to the round table and get number 9. I appreciate that they gave me an ancient dragon smithing stone for this, just in case, because those are very hard to come by. And if you want to upgrade this all the way, you need to have one of those. That was a nice touch that wasn't too hand-holdy. Okay, if you want to upgrade this all the way, this is the final step you need to do it. I like that decision. Oh wait, I don't need to be in here. Pretty fireworks. And smash them into your chest. Oh yeah, I don't know who needs to hear this, but take care of the veterans in your neighborhood as you're
Well,
firing off your
watch it,
fireworks for
you're
4th of July.
you're out.
Cause like they've been through war, okay? Oh, I need a somber ancient dragon smithing stone. Do I not? Did they not give me one of those? What did I get? Oh, it's just a regular ancient dragon. Son of a bitch. I was just praising the game for giving me one of these. But it's not even the right stone that I need to upgrade it. Alright, I take back everything I said about the nice touch with the smithing stone. Fuck you. Why would you give me the hammer and then give me the wrong smithing stone I need to upgrade it all the way? Son of a bitch. But this will still be okay. Yeah, it's like twice as powerful now. Okay, so let's see. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, spare a thought for the veterans in your neighborhood as you're celebrating 4th of July with your loud-ass fireworks and whatnot. There are differing levels of PTSD. Some veterans might be okay, but others will be very much not okay with hearing things that sound like ordnance going off near their houses. And also for the Americans that like to fire their guns into the sky for no reason, just because they can. It goes doubly for you. Not everyone around you would be okay with that. I'm not saying don't. But just keep them in mind, okay? Did you beat the Moon Knight lady yet? What do you think? I'm here because I did not beat the Moon Lady. I think there's like a path here. I'm gonna go back and just see. Castle Lord's Chamber. I want to see just like what my chances are right now. this seems better. Let me just do a damage comparison. Although I won't be able to get an accurate number because of my dexterity. It will do more damage than the Great Katana. I'm sure about that. It does more damage than the Hand of Millennia. Okay. I might have a better chance now, but we'll have to see. I'm still gonna summon you. Maybe I should switch out. Did I ever upgrade the jellyfish? No, I never did. I could do that. I'll stick with Tish though, just for now. Might have a chance if I pick my attacks better, pick my time to attack better. So I do not care about having her extra health with summons around. I could not care any less than I already do. It is a little more damage, I can see. That was a bad time to attack. Are you just spending your points as soon as you get them there? You save money about as well as I do. No. That's exactly what someone who is doing that would say. Oh, I didn't pick them up last time. That's fine. Thank you for the water, Jacob. I can't drink it right now. She just refused to target Nita. I do have a better chance with this weapon than any of the others I've been using. I think. Did I not summon? Did. Follow-ups are too good. Give me my girl Lita, please. Lita! Tasuke kudasai. Mizukashi da yo. Lead a horse to water. Jacob, please. I might have to ban you for that one. Follow-ups. I think she's gonna stop, but then she doesn't. That's how she gets you. She's built like Brienne of Tarth, but she moves like a water dancer. What does that even mean? Brienne of Tarth. She's from A Song of Ice and Fire, Game of Thrones. She was played by the lady that played the general in the silver armor in the Star Wars movies. Forget what her name was. Son of a bitch. Yeah, Phasma. That's the same actress. Her armor was chrome. But it was silver colored, okay? When I say the lady in the silver armor, there's only one person in the whole series that matches that description. You knew exactly who I was talking about. The Mandalorian has several. Fuck off! And if I was talking about someone from The Mandalorian, I would have said in the Boba Fett armor or something. But no, you didn't name anyone from The Mandalorian. You went straight to Phasma, so my point still stands. Hurt. The controversy over the Acolyte. I don't even know what that is. Is that a new Star Wars series or something? Newest show. No way. And what's the controversy? Did someone in it say a racist thing 10 years ago or something? That's usually how it goes. That was stupid. Lesbian witches that use the force to impregnate themselves to make more women. Okay, but I mean, in episode 1, like, wasn't Darth Vader born from midichlorians or something? Like it or not, that became an established part of the lore. Being able to make children with midichlorians. Say it takes away from Anakin being born with the Force. Like with just a one-time thing. Like it's still a rare thing if you need to be a witch to pull it off. Like there aren't a bunch of people being born from the Force. There's a lot of brown and black people. Oh, that'll do it then. That's why. Summon. Oh, wait. Oh, that was bad timing! No! am I standing? I think Disney has hit on the magic formula. They took a cue from Warner Brothers and just created a situation where instead of making a good show, they decided to put some quote-unquote controversial elements into it to make people hate watch it. And then that garnered attention. Cause fuck making good content, am I right? Let's just make bad content with hot topics in it. And that'll get people watching instead. The best thing people could do would just be not to watch it. But instead it's like, oh my god, look at this! This is the thing I do not like! Hey, you also do not watch this thing! But meanwhile, it just made people watch it. I mean, is this still bad if it pisses off the racists? Yes! If it's not a good show, it's still not a good show. Even if it's inclusive. You can have all the representation in there that you want, all the races, all the genders, all the sexualities. But if the story's not good, if the characters aren't good, then it's still bad. You should never make a thing just to make people upset. Even if the people that you're making upset are bad people. Even if they're racist or if they're like, they hate whatever other group of people. If that is your purpose of making the content, you have failed at making content. I mean, make things that are provocative, sure. Make something to make a statement, yes, but make it good in the process. It should never be your objective to just make people angry. Even if those people are racist or hateful. That's just no way to be a content creator. Hate watch doesn't really work though. It didn't seem to work out well for Velma. Let's assume it did fail and we don't get a third season. To be fair, the hate watching isn't what got Velma a second season. The second season had already been greenlit before the first season even came out. Oh. It is me you want. We are getting a third season. Oh, cool. Just don't watch it. It's that simple. If people stop watching bad things, people would stop making bad things. Okay. What way do I need to dodge? I guess I need to dodge in the opposite direction for a swing. and that's how it worked with the MCU. Disney had all these plans after Endgame. They just we're gonna make six different shows in a single year. We're gonna release 10 movies in that same year. And then people just got fatigued, and the box office numbers showed, and the reviews showed. And Disney saw that they were losing subscribers over all those MCU shows, and no one was engaging with them. And they were like, you know what? We're gonna slow down with the MCU. And a bunch of things got canceled, and they scaled back on their whole plan. Granted, they're still making Marvel shows and movies, of course, but they're making way less than what they were planning on doing. If we want to stop seeing things that are bad, we need to stop watching things that are bad. Don't even watch it if you're a content creator and you need to make videos about it. Don't even do that. Just stop engaging with it. Like, at all. And the studios will stop making them. Madam Web and the Marvels, yeah. I think it was like right there. Those two movies. Those two movies where Disney saw the box office numbers and the reviews dropped like way down. And they were like, you know what? We really need to scale back. Especially there because oh, whoops. Man bears women superior, it fell. I actually didn't mind She-Hulk that much. That one I kinda liked. Well, like up until the end where it got all Deadpool-y with the meta stuff. That I didn't like too much. That I didn't like so much, but the rest of the show was kind of okay. Not great, but it was okay. trying to dodge having to dodge that. Second phase. The magic sorcery does have ridiculous range. It goes around the entire arena no matter what. That sweep goes around the entire arena no matter where she is. She could be at the very edge and you could be at the opposite edge. And that sweep would still hit you. I think that Reggie Fils-Aimé quote can also apply to television and movies too. If it's not fun, why are you watching? If you're not actually enjoying the thing that you're watching, if you're not getting anything out of it, then why are you watching it? If you're doing it just to make yourself angry, truly is no point in viewing it. Oh, okay, I'm getting closer, actually. This axe is the way to go. Let me ask you a question. Online grifters got a lot of attention and easy clicks over Star Wars 8. Yeah, I don't like the people that watch those videos either. Cause they're just feeding the content machine. I don't even engage with content like that. Like, oh my god, this thing is so bad, watch my video. Like, I don't know if it's like, I probably shouldn't call out people like this, but no disrespect to this person, they're just trying to make a living. But Cat Midnight, I used to love watching his videos because they were actually like kind of he would make these insightful videos about movies and things, and that was the kind of thing that I loved, but eventually he just turned into a Marvel hate machine, a Star Wars hate machine. Like, oh my god, this movie is why Marvel is failing now. Or is this movie the end of Star Wars? Like, it was very... It just left a bad taste in my mouth every time I watched it. So I just stopped engaging with it. Ooh, I did not dodge anything. It is a very easy grift. I feel like I'm getting too old for outrage now. There's too many actual bad things going on in the world for me to care about a bad game or a bad movie or a bad TV show. I'd rather just engage with good things. That being said, I did watch almost the entirety of that terrible vampire anime. No age is too old for this bullshit. Although I did not finish the vampire romance anime from this season. I got 11 episodes in. What was the name of that anime? Fuck, it was... I forgot too. Vampire Dormitory. Oh, Vampire Dormitory is plural. Because the last episode that I saw, I think it was episode 10. There was so the main girl who disguises herself as a boy, the vampire doesn't know that she's actually a girl. He thinks she's a boy. She doesn't want to tell him because she's like, oh, the vampire's gonna think that I'm lying to him. I've been lying to him and he's gonna reject me. Which, okay, fine. Main vampire doesn't know. Even though she's living with him like 24/7, they're around each other constantly. He cannot tell that she's a girl, actually. So, blah blah blah, things happen. And I think in episode 8, either episode 8 or 9, episode 8 or 9, main girl actually gets transformed into a boy for real. Because someone wished for her to be a boy. One of the other love interests. That was not a very good attempt. So she gets transformed into a boy. Another person comes into the mix to try to fuck up their relationship. She disguises herself to look like her. To trick the vampire into thinking that this other girl is her. Is the main girl now transformed into a boy for real. And then she's like, "Oh, will your vampire be able to tell that I'm not her? Let's put that to the test." And she and the main girl transformed into a boy are hanging off a cliff. Vampire shows up and he's like, "Oh my god, both of these people are hanging off a cliff. What should I do?" And the trickster girl, she lets go of the cliff, and main vampire guy goes for her. And the main girl, she's like, "Oh no, trickster girl was right. He couldn't tell that I'm the real one." And then in her despair, she lets go of the cliff and falls into the river to her supposed death. And I was just like, is this where I'm at right now? I just don't care anymore. I just don't care anymore. At episode 10 is when I realized I really do not care. There are only 2 more episodes to go. I could have just stuck to it for the resolution of this travesty. And I just decided to let it go. I just do not care where Vampire Dormitories goes. So, I guess you could call that hate watching. But I was genuinely curious up to that point, like where the story was gonna go. The whole show sounds like the kind of thing people on Twitter would call problematic. Oh, there are plenty of problematic parts in that show. Like way before the woman turns into a guy thing shows up. Way before that happens. There is a part where the main girl almost gets raped by the secondary love interest, the bad boy. Because something happens and main vampire and main girl get into an argument, and she's staying in his room she's staying in his dormitory, hence the name of the show, for most of the show, but she's like, I don't want to be around him right now. And so the secondary love interest is like, hey, come back to my place, you can stay with me if you don't want to stay with him. And she's like, okay. And she's asleep in his bed. And the secondary guy is just like watching her sleep. And he's like debating like about whether or not he's actually in love with her. And he's kind of molesting her the whole time. Like he's feeling her up and everything. He's feeling her up, he's touching her. And then he almost kisses her while she's unconscious. But then he decides, no, that's not okay. After he's been feeling her up and everything, he decides, you know what, kissing is too far. I'm not gonna do that. And then he doesn't. Yeah, there's other stuff. What the fuck is this bullshit that I'm hearing? That's vampire dormitories. One of the latest bad romance vampire anime to come out in the last season. Something that I spent way too much of my time watching. It was so bad. I gave it a 3 out of 5, but it should have been a lot lower. That was like a 1, maybe a 2. It was not good at all. Stop moving. Oh, I thought I was gonna get the visceral. Ah! Why is God taking my sight and not my hearing? It's because God sees this fight against Rolana to be more of a travesty than vampire dormitories. He doesn't want you to see this fight, but he does want you to hear me give a synopsis for the worst vampire romance anime ever. Nice shot. Where it makes Twilight look decent. It really does. Twilight actually has some value to it. vampire dormitory says nothing. Yes, indeed, as Mother's Basement said, you can make a worse love story than Twilight. He's just such an idiot. The vampire in the show, not Mother's Basement. Ruka, his name was. How can you be a roommate with somebody and not know what gender they are? How can you not look at someone and tell? He's living with this girl and he thinks that she's actually a guy. How do you not know? And then also about Ruka, like the main conflict in the show is like the main gimmick of the show is that people that are unloved have disgusting blood. According to Ruka. Whoops. People that are unloved have disgusting blood. Is she that good of a cross-dresser? Not really. Honestly, not really. I mean, she does have magical hair that kind of disappears under her wig, but not really, no. She just wears a white collared shirt and pants. And Ruka is just like, oh, this is a man. Because women never wear white collared shirts and pants. But... So people that are unloved have disgusting blood, okay? And so... The girl... She volunteers to be Ruka's thrall. Like a vampire slave. Kind of because she has nowhere to go, but whatever. And she's like, I want to be your thrall. But Ruka's like, you're unloved. Your blood is disgusting. And so he volunteers to teach her what it means to be loved. To love her so that her blood can become not disgusting. That was nowhere near her. He volunteers to teach her what it means to be loved. That was a follow-up. And then when he starts to fall in love with her, he's like, wait, am I falling in love? No, that cannot be, for I am a guy, and I am not gay. But Ruka, my man, it was all your idea. You told this girl that you thought is a guy that you would show her what it meant to be loved. And yet you're surprised when you start to fall in love with her. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, yes, you're falling in love with her because you said that you would teach her what it meant to be loved. How is that in question? Why is that a conflict? is just such an idiot. The girl is such an idiot. There's no one to root for. You don't really want them to get together. If for nothing else, the only reason you would want them to get together is because it would mean that the anime will end quicker. But you don't actually want them to be together. Because they're both insufferable. The only thing that they really have in common is that they're both dumbasses. That's the only compatibility they have. Oh, good job. Leela's gone, but maybe Tisha and I can still pull this one out. Oh my god. Hey, at least I can dodge that now. Okay, that's a different one that I haven't seen yet. I gotta stand. Can we talk about the Suicide Squad anime? I haven't seen it yet. I plan to. But the main reason I want to watch is because Mori Calliope is doing the OP, and she's one of the best Otacore rappers in existence. She's low-key my Oshi. An isekai with DC villains is an amazing idea, if executed correctly. Warner Bros. Has tried this kind of thing before. But hopefully this one actually turns out better. But the reason I have high hopes for it is because not just because of Mori Calliope, but because it looks like it's just Warner Brothers Japan that was in charge of it, not Warner Brothers America. So it's not the same side of Warner Brothers that has been using cartoons and shows as tax write-offs. it has a fighting chance. Forgot about my jump attack. It's probably even stronger now. We have to fight together. Oh shit. Ooh. He had a fighting chance that time. Okay. It would be nice if I could go into a break after defeating a major boss. It would be nice. Dreams have come true before on this channel. I really need to keep Lita alive for longer. Who is this other person that I can summon? Hold on. There's someone else that I can summon. But they might not show up until I actually talk to them. Let's see, who are they? Oh, is he right? Is he right there? Hold on. I have an extra body. First off, jumping and then death. Oh. His sun is supposed to be right here. Like right around here. It's not showing up. Oh, but technically I can't really meet him. Oh well. That'd be nice if I could have two people in here. There's no need to get greedy. I wonder why. Why he isn't showing up. Recommended summons Great Shield soldiers. Do I have the Great Shield soldiers? I have them up to +6. Bolstering materials. 6. Let's keep going with Tish. Bring her out when ready. me do the honors. Sticking around inside of her tornado thingy was worth it. Just to get the poise staggering in. I feel like I can do this. But I am kind of hungry now. But I will stick it through. Stick through it. I kind of thought that she was going to get staggered with that last attack. I thought I could tell which move was going to stagger her, but apparently I cannot. My apologies. I profoundly regret what has happened. that attack feel stronger? Thanks for trying. I just realized that this hammer is just an anvil. I guess that's why it's called the anvil hammer. As you can see, I'm quick on the uptake. Alright, that's not one of my best attempts. Until she actually comes out. It was a little bit delayed. I got antsy. Mistakes were made. My attack didn't get her. Stab her, please. Oh, Lita. goes down faster than what I think it does. What I think it will. What I think it will does do. I can't make it there fast enough. Can't tell if this is getting better or worse. Okay, I'll give this a couple more tries before I call it. And then try again the week after next. I really feel like I can do this. That would have hit me. was only worth it that one time because I happened to not get hit by the rest of it. I got knocked away. That time I didn't get knocked away. Okay. So I need to back out at a certain point. So, not much to say. Yes, I'm just trying to beat her at this point. There's a certain amount of time of saying the funnies and everything. He just needs to buckle down and do with it, you know? That was a bad dodge. Bad dodge, bad dodge. Bad doge. Two more tries, two more tries. Two more. Come on, leader, let's get it one more. Two more college tries. One more. I have to go make myself some lunch. Because I had a smaller breakfast this morning. It was actually a while ago. Oh, the two little swords! Oh, the two little swords! Stabbed me on the vagina. It still hurts even though there's a hole there. Hey, do you think if someone had good enough aim, they could fire a needle into your dick hole and it not hurt you? Kind of like William Tell shooting the apple off the guy's forehead. So I'm just gonna leave you to think about that for the rest of the week. So I'm gonna be taking next week off. There will be no streams. Have a happy 4th of July if you're an American, but if not, still go out and have a barbecue. It's a lot of fun. So thank you all for joining me today. Please follow if you haven't already so that you do not miss out on all this awesome content. And until next time, Ja Mata. I'm just gonna lay here until next week. Bye. Don't worry about it, Jacob. Goodbye.